Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Saturday to everyone tonight. I am so excited. It is art night in the house, and welcome to the Headmaster's Homeroom. I am Lady Hamilton. I'm so excited to see everyone joining us tonight, and hello to all of our Artist Corner family and more. I love to see you guys over there on Rumble. You guys are loading up quite nicely over there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hello to everyone over there on Pills. We've got the memes strolling. Nice to see you. Hello to everyone on X. And hello to everyone on YouTube. You guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let's not forget to hit those buttons to help out the show and the awareness. Like, follow, and share, share, share. Tonight is going to be another great night. If it's your first time joining us, it is Saturday night, and we do something very special. If you don't know, I have an amazing group called Artist Corner, and yes, it is Artist Corner International. You guys can find us on Truth and on X. It's an amazing group where I get to share out an artist every single day. And then we tally up these likes, shares, comments, and more to celebrate our artist of the week. So let's load that up because we announce that on our wonderful Saturday shows. And this week, our artist goes to the one and only, we call him Captain Robert, but Bob Goetting. We absolutely love you. You guys make sure that you are giving him a huge congratulations. We give him a round of applause. We absolutely are so excited to have you. You guys can follow him on Truth of Bob Goetting. You guys can follow him on X of Bob William. Make sure you guys are giving him some love and some congratulations. This was over the holiday season. And yes, Bob is our amazing artist of the week. So congratulations, Bob. We absolutely love having you in our Artist Corner family. If you guys want to check out our wonderful groups, please do so. You can do that over there on True Social or also on Exit Artist Corner. Artist Corner on both. So you guys make sure you check that out and share your lovely work with us every single day because it is such an honor to highlight you guys and share your amazing talents with the world. It is truly my pleasure. All right, tonight we're going to have a very special show. So make sure you guys are joining us in the chats, joining us over on Rumble. You can join us on X, on YouTube, on Pill. But one way or another, get into the chats. Many of you are already in Rumble because that is where our guest is tonight. Our guest is one of our international artists, and we sure love him. His name is Philip Harvey. He is returning tonight, joining us in the middle of the night, mind you, to show off his amazing talent. Well, Philip Harvey comes from the United Kingdom, like I said, a creator whose work is deeply rooted in nature, literature, history, and the environment. Philip brings a lifelike presence to his subjects, capturing beauty, character, and emotional depth pieces in each that he creates. Currently exploring the expressive freedom of charcoal pastels, we got acrylics and more. Philip enjoys the spontaneity and immediacy these mediums offer, allowing ideas to flow with energy and movement. Through his experiments across many artistic approaches, acrylics remain his preferred medium, especially for the versatility and rich visual impact. Philip's body of work is as varied as his curiosity. He continually challenges himself with new themes, subjects, and artistic territories. From delicate wildlife renderings of bold, imaginative compositions, his art reflects a journey of exploitation, creativity, and enduring pursuit of beauty in all its forms. So, you guys make sure you are saying hello to him over there, especially in the Rumble chat. I am sure we got a hello. Hello to all these wonderful people here too. And oh man, you guys are giving him the appointment of Sir Philip Harvey. I love that. You guys, that is absolutely awesome. We sure do love Philip so much, right? We just given this out here. Amazing, amazing. And he says to everyone, hello there. So he is, like I said, joining us in the chats today. So we are going to get to his artwork tonight. And I have descriptions. I have descriptions of each here. So let's get that loaded for everyone so we can see his amazing work. First, let's start with where you guys can find him. It's pretty easy. I love it. The same name everywhere he goes. You guys can find him on Philip Harvey Art on X and on Truth. I'm sure he'll put in the chats other places to find him. But you guys, please go and give him a follow and tell him how amazing his work is. We are super excited to have him. And he said, it's an honor to be here. I love that picture that you got going on over there, Philip. That is so awesome. And thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure he's going to be telling us, like he has before, all about his amazing artwork as we go. So if you guys are ready, Here we go. And I'm trying to grab his chats. He's got a few different names over here on Rumble, you guys. This one here, so just so you guys know, that Scooter Campbell, he can describe that. That's also our wonderful Philip. So you guys, he is so excited to be here with us tonight. So you guys give him a huge welcome. All right. Starting with his very first one, everyone. So excited. It's number one. He says, Legend of the Ice Maiden. It says, beware the Ice Maiden. Sometimes she can be seen high up on lonely trails in the Alpine Mountains, and many a weary traveler has succumbed to her beauty and icy charms. Make no mistake, one frozen kiss from this cold-hearted being, and a bleak and bitter end awaits. This is an improvised mixed media artwork in pencil, pastel, and digital. I love it. One of the great things about Philip too is he's got an amazing stories that go with each piece, and I've encouraged him to write a book because he is so talented in so many ways. Right? Oh, awesome. Right? Exactly. We love your artwork and we love the stories that you have with them as well. But everyone, this is his first. He says right? I love this. This again, you guys, this one is The Legend of the Ice Maiden. I should probably put on a little bit of background music for us here so I'm not so, let's see what we got here. All right, we're just going to put on some great little background music for us. And it's absolutely beautiful. And I will be throwing up your guys' amazing comments as well. And please throw those into the chats anywhere that you guys are. Oops, there we go. Let me grab that. Welcome, Wonky. I love how his art has stories, don't we? That flower is a mountain edelweiss. Look at that. This is beautiful. So much talent. Look at how amazing that is. Such a great one to start with. I agree, Frosty. Let me grab these comments here. Frosty says, Ice Maidens are so cool. I agree. She sure is icy. Even the wonderfulness around her eyes. Look at that beauty. And you can answer these questions. If you guys have any questions for him, please make sure you throw that into the chats as well. I just love this. I agree. Isn't she beautiful? You can throw size in there. You can throw, you know, if you guys have questions on his size, how long it takes him to make these. But I'm just going to sit here with you guys and kind of just geek out on even just the beautifulness of her cheeks. The eyes are done so beautifully. And I love this abstract background that gives you the sense of icicles around her too, right? And it's just phenomenal. That's right. She sure is. I love this story. You guys are so great with this. He's so great with the stories. Nice to see you too. My voice says beautiful colors reflective of winter. Yes, it is. I see you too, Dada. Nice to see you here tonight, my friend. He is asking a question on how large is your work, Philip? Gives us a little sense. Oh man, she's just so beautiful. You know, it's amazing to capture skin tone, but yet to do this in a form where you know that it's coming off with a very icy appearance as well. Just really captured this magnificently. Right? That's what I was saying too. The ice flowers in the background. He says it's quite small. I'm not sure what that is. So, well, I'm going to ask him. Have him explain it to me. She does. She glares with intention. Absolutely beautiful. Wonderful. He says, okay. Oh, really? So this is what I love about having him here too. So Philip tells us, let me grab this so everybody can see. He says the paper was tinted. What a great tip. The paper was tinted, so it really helps with the skin tone. And I really love these kind of things because, you know, you don't always have to have like white paper or white canvases. You know, you can always tint them or buy tinted paper that's going to really help out with your work, as we can see in this piece. Oh, it's a 9 by 13 inch, maybe, he says. Oh, wow. Amazing. You guys are amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, everyone. Our next one up here, number 2, is A Mammoth Journey. I love his prehistoric work. Inspired by cave paintings, yes, sir, and the colder northern climates of the Ice Age. This was painted on a rough textured stone tile, and I decided to keep the colors to cool blues with an overall minimal style. I'm not sure where this mammoth is going, perhaps somewhere warmer, maybe, but you guys, this was created on a rough textured stone tile. And I love your cave paintings, you know, that are inspired by this. Isn't it amazing? I mean, paint on everything, guys. A textured stone tile. Isn't this awesome? I just love this. 12 by 12 inch, she says. Yes, he says sometimes the tint helps a lot on the last one. I agree with that. Amazing. That's awesome. This is so beautiful. It was the stone, and you said the stone was it was painted on rough. It was the stone also in this darker color as well, Philip? It does. And it's awesome, good stuff. I want to know if the stone was a different color, or did you have this, did you paint this to be this kind of color here too? I bet it is. Very cool there. The stone was beige, so it, yes. That. I love this too. I'm grabbing you guys' comments here as fast as I can. Isn't it beautiful? I agree. I love this one. Well, I love so many of his stuff. You know, this is so exciting. This is what I'm talking about. This is amazing. Artist Corner family. So much talent going on. And let's see what he has to say here. Okay, so he says, it was thick like a floral tile, and it was beige originally. He painted it dark blue and then added the colors. That is really awesome. So much talent. If you guys have never painted on something different, I encourage you to. A few of you are like that, but you know, not everything has to be canvas or paper, everyone. We have a few of you artists that break out and just paint on everything and anything, and I love it. You know, look at the texture that this provides because it's on this amazing textured stone tile. Gives us, you know, such a different feel when we're looking at that, a more rustic, and you did a beautiful job on this. That's right. That's what I was just saying. And Philip was agreeing there too. The same thing, and I'm going to throw this up here too. And this is not his only. He's got a few of these that have this prehistoric look, which I really love. He says the texture of the stone really helps give that cave art look, and I agree. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at that. Yes, he did. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love Kate art myself, right? You know, I'm so glad you said that too. I do too. I mean, I always joke that I could be like an archaeologist, you know, things like that, because I'm like, man, can you imagine being the one that stumbles on or finding like cave art or things like that? You know, I just really love that. But yes, I do love cave art also. Absolutely phenomenal. So cool. All right, let's see here. The next one up, everyone. Look at this. All right, number 3, Crystal Cavern Procession. Ancient cave lions and Irish elks forever marching through time in a crystalline cavern. I just love the cave art style. Maybe a little too much, he says. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh. I'm wondering now if this was done on, right? Was this done on a tile as well too? We will find out. Look at that, how beautiful. Have you ever seen cave art in real life is another question I have. Oh, the queens on pills. You crack me up. Don't forget to go grab those pills over there. Look at that. Incredible. You guys, right? That is awesome. He says, thank you very much. It's rough textured paper. Oh my gosh, so much creativity. Love it. Charcoal first. Really? Let me grab all these. What he says here. I read it before you guys do. He says this is a rough texture paper, and he did charcoal first. That is awesome. And was it charcoal and then acrylic? Because I don't know how well those two. I mean, is that a problem to combine charcoal and then do acrylic on that, or how did that flow? We're going to ask him. Right, the background especially is awesome. I agree. That is awesome. Nice to see you, H2O. Isn't this great? Just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Thank you guys for your wonderful comments and being part of our chats. My voice is the texture in the background gives it an icy feel, doesn't it? It's just absolutely phenomenal. I am grabbing these. Wonky says that the background especially is awesome. I think that's what she is awesome. Right? You can't do enough of paintings you love. I agree. I agree. That is absolutely amazing. It's just all sorts with this one. It's quite old now, though not as old as the cave art. Right? No, it's not. That's got about, 27 thousand years on you. But I love it. That's one thing I've always wanted to go see in person. Is go and actually visit the wonderful, cave arts around the world. But I love this. I love the antlers on the ancient cave art, don't you? Just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Amazing. And so Dada's asking the medium, and then you said you started with charcoal, and then you finished this with what? I'm assuming acrylics, Philip? We will see. Right? I don't know. I would think yes. My question to this would be yes. I mean, who did the art? Right? I would have to think it would be the Neanderthal people. Their way of communicating, their way of marking history. I think that's one of the greatest things I love about cave art is the fact that, that's their way of describing their world and the world around them, and leaving it for our wonderful art history so that we know that they existed. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Very cool. Very cool. All right, guys, the next one up. Here we go. Number 4, Elizabeth II. Commissioned queen piece for the local art group exhibition. This represents a 1953 Queen Elizabeth on or around the coronation of that year. Indian ink and watercolor on handmade paper. You're going to have to tell us about how you make handmade paper. Okay, let me read this to you guys and I'll ask questions. All right, this represents the 1953 Queen Elizabeth on or around the coronation of that year. Indian ink and watercolor on handmade paper. I won't say I was the greatest royal family fan, but as I got older, I sort of respected the Queen a lot more than in my youth. Best not to say what I think of her son, King Charles. This is beautifully done. Look at this, and I am already intrigued. Like, how in the world do you make handmade paper? That is so cool. I have never heard of that. That is awesome. Right? Look at that. Queen Elizabeth is very well done. That's right. Kudos, Philip. And yes, Kim says, wow, wow, wow. You nailed it. Stunning, Queen Elizabeth. I agree. Wow. Okay, so I've got to go back to here. Right? That's what I am saying, my boy. Handmade paper. I didn't even know. I'm like, I've got to figure out how to do that. You're going to have to share that with us on an Art Tip Tuesday, my friend. That is awesome. Right? I am floored. I'm absolutely floored. Amazing. And I agree. Look at the detail. Princess says, look at the detail on that tiara. Amazing. I agree. Absolutely phenomenal. And yes, Wonky, oh, wow, she is beautiful. The crown is fabulous, isn't it? Man. And he just says, haha. He's not even going to give us information on the handmade paper. Maybe he'll teach us all how to do that someday. But sometimes I understand you don't want to share your wonderful secrets, maybe. He says, I wish I could tell you about the paper. It was given to me by an art group. Really? Okay, there we go. So I just think that is fabulous. That handmade paper, man, that just makes it even more special. Look at that. Did she pose? Very thick and weighty paper, really. Interesting. Love a good paper, especially when you're using watercolor. And you guys, again, I've never seen what Indian ink is before, but how cool is that? I do use ink before, but man, watercolor, right? It really matters when you have paper, especially with inks and watercolor. And we could see how well this was done. Look at even the lines and stuff that provide such a difference in the back. But this is so phenomenal. Every single part of this, from the lips to those beautiful eyes, that crown just sparkling. What did they say? I don't know if she ever got to see this or anything, Philip. Is that something that, the Queen was aware of? And let's see, we got another question for you, right? Real quick, I love the eye work. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And Kim says, were you nervous painting the Queen? I don't know, especially if she got to see this exhibition. Maybe he was. We will wait for that. I agree, Dada. It is a great painting. Sometimes I don't do realism very often, but I do have one or two, and I get pretty nervous, especially when people are supposed to know who they are. But boy, you nailed this. No, it was just for a local event, sadly. That is sad, he says. It was just for a local event. Because that would have been really nice and lovely for her to see this, because I think that you did her justice on this. Absolutely beautiful. But that's what he says. Nope, it was just for a local event. Absolutely marvelous. Right? I agree. I'm grabbing all your wonderful comments. You see, that's what I've had that kind of feeling too. I hate to sit there and say what he says, but I'll throw it up here. He says, let me grab this. Okay. Because I've done some realistic pieces too, and I felt exactly this way. He said he was out of his comfort zone with this. I don't know, sometimes I think some of the greatest things to do when we get nervous. I remember, like I said, when I was doing the Savior, my hands were like shaking, like, is anybody even going to recognize who this is, right? But you did a phenomenal job on this, man. And he says, thank you. Thank you. Really cool. Amazing. All right, guys, our next one up. I have never seen this before. I was so excited that I had to use it. You guys all know my love for abstract. He says number 5, Crimson Sky Seascape. An expressive churning sea in dark blues, red crimson tones, painted with oils in a semi-abstract style using a palette knife. Not sure what happened here. The result of some oil paint experimentation. I kind of like it though it's out of his normal compared to what he usually does. And then he asks, what do you think? I love this, Philip. And that's probably because I had never seen you do anything like this before, you know. And so I was like, abstract with a palette knife. You know, I was so excited to see this piece, guys, that I had to use this for his promo. And you guys all know me. I love semi-abstract. I love using a palette knife. And this is so vibrant, so beautiful. I was super excited to see this. So as far as me, Philip, this piece is phenomenal. And you know, it's funny is a lot of these that he's shared with us now, I have not seen. You need to get these into the corner. This is beautiful. That's right, Nancy. You just made Lady H's day with the abstract painting. That's right. It is beautiful. I agree. Don't you guys? Wow. Absolutely love this. And yeah, whenever I'm picking out a piece for your guys' work, you know, for your promo, and then when he's like, this is out of my normal, I just jumped on this one like crazy because I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Not that I don't think his other stuff is, but it's really great to see that you guys have so many different styles with your artwork and you're not afraid to venture out and try something different. And yeah, I really love this. Very nicely done. Let me grab some of these. I'm over here geeking out on the artwork myself, guys. So let me grab some of your comments. Let's see what my voice says. It says, I can definitely tell it was rough seas with a very intimidating sky. Yes. Hey, JJ, welcome, welcome. It was more, don't you love happy accidents? That's what he says. We're going to show you what he says here. That's awesome. He says, it was more of an accident than intent, or maybe I knew I was doing what I was doing. Who knows? No. It's one of these things you just went with the freedom of expression. And I love that. Well, I'll tell you what, you may not know about this medium or this, not medium, but this form of art. He says, I just don't know much about abstract art and I just go with my gut. Well, you nailed it. Yes, he says, happy accident. Yes, it was. Absolutely beautiful. And let's grab this one. Right? What a stunning, striking abstract, H2O says. Right? Red at night. Absolutely beautiful. And it's got depth. That's too. Oh, JJ's hanging out on the beach, making us all jealous over there. And he doesn't. And I will grab that here too. Let me grab this one here. I love it. I love happy accidents, guys. But he says this. Let me grab what he says here next. Okay. Philip says, I don't use oils. You need to use oils more, but I don't use oils much, but they have a vibrance to them I like a lot. I agree. I think that's one of the reasons I love oils so much is because how much, you know, of color comes out, the boldness of it, the vibrancy of it. He is absolutely right on that. It is a great job. It is a great job. That's what Donna says. I think so. If you guys have never tried abstract before, I highly recommend it. Especially, you know, I always say if you're a new artist and you just want to learn about the mediums, abstract is a great way to go because you can just blend, you can just move, you can just create whatever, and you just literally just learn about even the mediums and you can create some amazing work like this. And I love it. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's see here. All right, just go and changing up some music so you don't have to listen to the same song over and over again. Oh, nice to see you, my friend JJ. So great to have you here. And he says, let's grab this comment. He says, so nice having a chance to look at the artwork now. Congrats. Absolutely beautiful. Well done, Philip. Well done. Yes, one of my new favorites from you. And look at the texture. I'm over here just, but look at, that's what I love about a palette knife too, because it can add so much texture and layer and depth to a painting as well. So I can only encourage you guys, if you've never tried one, grab some paint, grab a palette knife, have some fun, and do an abstract. Oh, I was about ready to switch it before JJ says one thing I want to grab here. All right. Try to grab all your wonderful comments. JJ says, looks like waves with a red sky. Stick a sailboat or a carrier strike group would be an action scene. Yes, it would. How awesome is this? All right, everyone, our next one. I love these. These are so awesome, Philip. Number 6. And all right, there we go. Number 6, The Lighthouse Keeper's Daughter. A rather gothic and melancholic charcoal and chalk pastel drawing I did while in a melodramatic drawing phase I went through. Ideally, this should be viewed with the crashing sounds of waves and a mournful seagull calling in the ears, not to mention some howling wind too. After giving it the title and posting it, I found out that there was a book of the same name written in the early 1900s, I think. Nothing new under the sun, so the saying goes. I love it. The Lighthouse Keeper's Daughter. Man, charcoal and chalk pastel drawing. Let's see. We're gonna I don't have any melancholic music. I don't have any wind sounds. I really wish I did, but isn't this awesome, everyone? Love the lighthouse and the stormy conditions. I agree. Let me grab that. Who's lurking? Oh, hey, Try. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. He says she took off her bonnet and let the wind flow through her long hair. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. That is beautiful. Grab these. Right. So I'm going to grab your guys' comments here. It's amazing, and read them here. Right? Definitely feel her emotions. And then Dada, right? And it's awesome too. I love how they are organized. Definitely a contrast between the sea and the daughter. Very nice. I agree. And let's see. My voice says, so much brilliant technique to show movement, the wind, the waves. And I agree. I really wish I had a sound effect. I did look before the show to see if I had a sound effect of wind or anything like that, and I didn't. But it is awesome. Can't you just feel that? I don't even have any. Let's see. Something a little bit more. There we go. So I'm trying to grab that. I just don't have a song that would even go with this one, Philip. I'm sorry, but isn't this beautiful? You can definitely feel that. You can feel the waves. Absolutely beautiful. Charcoal and chalk pastel. I will have to ask him. I know we did know acrylic says it's a favorite mediums, but I do love to see the different variety of mediums that he uses, and not afraid to explore and try new things. Absolutely remarkable. I wish I had the call of the marble seagulls too. Right? Hold on. Let me see what I can do about that. Never know here. Give me 1 second, everyone. All right. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, do we have that? All right. Wow. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me see what I can do to give you guys the right. I don't know if I can. do the two things at once. Okay, probably not. So 1 second. So this is the sound that you guys should be listening to. And I wish I could add his here, right? That's the sound that Philip wants you to hear when you are looking at this beautiful piece. And I can only share one screen at a time, but listen to that. So you guys keep that beautiful, beautiful sound in your minds as we sit there and look at this amazing piece, right? And I wish I could have downloaded that and had that for this piece, but there you go. Yep, that's the vibe. That's the vibe that we want to share. Isn't this amazing? When displayed, yeah. No duck quack, please. White chalk is great. I love that, right? Because especially when you're working with a charcoal piece, to have that wonderful white ability with the white chalk, I agree. Absolutely beautiful. And the roar of the waves. Now that I don't have any music in the background, I can just, in my mind, now that I've heard that sound, I can totally just picture that, you know. And if this was ever displayed in, you know, in an exhibition, that would definitely have to be the music or the sounds that are going on behind this piece. Absolutely magnificent, my friend. He's really, that is really awesome. He says it's a personal favorite, by the way, to be honest. Very cool. It's very nice to know these, that what you guys find to be some that you really love. And so this is one of Philip's personal favorites. He says, I just like it for some reason. Well, I'll tell you what, it is absolutely amazing. And yes, you can fill this one. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's right. The roar of the waves. All right, everyone. Our next one up. Oh, look at these eyes. Okay, let me get to my descriptions here. Okay, number 7, Mysterious M in charcoal and chalk. At the time of drawing, I had been trying to get a feel for charcoal sketching with chalk highlighting. And this was a portrait of a young lady that I did. She was a fellow student in my brief stay at art school. And it was good to hear she liked it, though perhaps I gave her a slightly older appearance. I tried to draw this in a looser and more experimental style than my normal way of doing things, and I'm happy how it turned out. As for the title, well, it was a little joke at the time, though the portrait does have a slight sense of mystery, I feel. Mysterious M is the title of this, in charcoal and chalk. I think that is awesome. Love it. Look at that. This is when he was just learning about charcoal. Isn't that phenomenal? Man, amazing. Right? I'm with you, Donna. He's from England. So I've got to figure out, like, what is he talking about? His sizes are an A3, A4, and whatever. And I'm like, I got to figure out what that is too. And I'm like, okay. Absolutely amazing detail. So Donna figured out A3 is an 11 by 16. Thank you so much. Somebody's helping us out over there. Thank you, my friend. Absolutely amazing. She is gorgeous. She says, my voice says, the use of line for her hair and the frame is so successful, isn't it? I agree. And says, you managed to do great eyes, doesn't he? Just there's so much story when you look into eyes. And he is able to take us to that feeling, to that emotion, to that wherever we are at, that experience. He does really, really well with that. It's quite experimental. Well, I'll tell you what, Philip, keep experimenting because you are phenomenal. But he says this was quite experimental. Absolutely amazing. Right? She has such a familiar look. She kind of does, doesn't she? Yes, and Kim, it is absolutely wonderful. What's he say here? I'm grabbing what he says next. Oh, I agree. He says white chalk is great for portraits. Rub it with a finger. Yep. Yep. I think that's what I think. You know, I'm not a huge charcoal and chalk fan, but that is one of the things I love about it the most is the ability to blend, to smear, to, you know, create all kinds of different things, you know, but I love that with your fingers. So very, very beautiful. And I agree, Philip, that is a great tip. Let's throw this in here. That's right. Her eyes are so expressive. And right, does she? A little bit. Now everyone's, you know, now that we've said that she looks familiar, everyone's throwing things in. And I like your guys' opinions on this. She says she does. I was thinking she looks like a cousin of mine. And that is funny because, yeah, a younger version of that, but you're right. Oh, I love Deborah Harry too. She's one of my favorites. I remember I've loved her ever since I was a little girl. Blondie. Go figure, I love blondes. But yes, looks like Debbie Harry. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Her lips too, guys, by the way, just absolutely beautifully done. What's the girl's name? She was 21 at the time. Is that Macy? I'm hoping I'm saying this right. That's a kind of really interesting, beautiful spelling. And correct me if I'm saying this right. Is that Macy? Macy was a girl's name, and she was 21 at the time, but now 30. Absolutely awesome. Nice to see you guys over there. Yep. Good to be with us. Absolutely beautiful. Yep. So hopefully I'm saying that name right. Yes, that's how you say it, Macy. Okay, good. I did Macy. What a great spelling, right? Maisi, Macy. Beautiful work. We love it, Philip. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, our next one up, guys. These are just so great. Number 8, The Mermaid and the Octopus. Some mysterious goings on in the Emerald Sea. Perhaps a symbiotic relationship has formed between this mermaid and a friendly gift-giving octopus. I've never drawn or painted a mermaid before, and I must admit this was rather enjoyable to create. Perhaps I will do another soon. Keen-eyed viewers will notice that she has a pearl missing on her mermaid tiara. So it's Mr. Octopus to the rescue. Your stories. That's right, Mr. Octopus to the rescue to find that missing pearl, right? And this is an acrylics on canvas. Now I've got to go to my bigger screen so I can see and look for the missing pearl. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that is so cool. How awesome. Don't you guys just love this? Okay, so I'm going to go look at this. Right? Fabulous piece of work on the mermaid. I agree. That's such a fun one, right? That's right. Oh, you're welcome. It is great. I think that's one of the things that when we see Philip's work in the corner, if you guys don't join our corner, you need to, or whenever he posts his workout, we're just lucky to see these in our wonderful artist corner. But always, I love this too. Oh, I love the stories that match perfectly to your art, right? That's one of the greatest things. We get to not only geek out on the amazing work of, we're now calling him Sir Philip Harvey. Thank you, Frosty. But one of the great things that we get to enjoy when we see these magnificent images and paintings that Philip does, or drawings, or whatever he has created, always has a backstory, every single piece. So it's so enjoyable. It's such a reward to see both things. He's an amazing writer, so imaginative. He had fun with this one. Yeah, I can see that. We can't wait to see if you do another one, right? Don't you love the movement in the hair? Man, and you've got a great, when it goes with the tiaras, by the way. Don't you love his tiara work? Absolutely magnificent, as we saw with the Queen, and we have seen with this one. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, that's a good question, Dada. Let me grab that one. Dada asks a good question. Let me throw up Frosty's here. I do love the feel of the water. Okay, Dada's question is, where do you get your ideas for art, Philip? And let's see, that's a really good question. You know, do they, something that you see, something that inspires you? Are these all just out of your imagination? Mixture of both? I love that question. Thank you, my Artist Corner family, for being here and helping me out. Great, great, great questions and comments, everyone. And so where do you get your ideas for art? I love that. So happy that you're here with us, Philip. You guys, he is in the middle of the night there. We are so honored to have you here, just reminding everybody. So Philip says, random thoughts really sometimes pop into my head as I walk, or from classical music, or anything really. I agree. I was being asked kind of that question too. Sometimes I might see a certain kind of, like, you know, hair or whatever, or a certain eye, or even sometimes color, you know, or shapes. And I'm like, ooh, I want to grab a little bit of that. And so I agree with Philip, you know, just sometimes my thoughts, a mixture of some things that I may have seen that kind of inspire certain something as you walk. I love that. And I love the classical music thing. If you guys have never done this challenge, and sometime maybe I'll do this like on a paint and sip. One of my professors had us really helped inspire like my first oil painting, because she's like, okay, this is music, and she would have us listen to music, and she's like, okay, paint what you hear. And it was really interesting to sit there and kind of paint, and you're in the movement, and how does the sound go, and you're painting the music that you hear. Just to really, if you've never done that, it's a super fun experiment, and I highly suggest you guys try that. Love that. Right? Absolutely amazing. We're just checking on all these chats. What does he say? Yes, I agree. It is 12:47 a.m. there. Thank you so much, Philip. That's what I love about my Artist Corner family. And yes, Artist Corner International in the house. Oh, I love that too. Frosty says it's party time. Phil's probably like, I need to go to bed. But he says, I used to write down ideas once, but I fell out of that habit. I can see that. I usually kind of grab these little, like, and in my sketchbook, it's funny because there's not a lot of drawings in my own sketchbook, but they're clippings or whatever that I find. I'm like, oh, I really like that. I really like that. A lot of different things that I might see or I print or whatever, so I can inspire me for another piece down the road. But I love that. You guys can write down your thoughts and inspirations in your, create an artist journal. That's a really good guy. Let's get the party started. I love that. My voice. So see, you're doing the same thing too. That's great. I'm glad that you have this too. She said that I was taught from my art mentors in elementary school to listen to classical music. I still do it to this day. It's a necessity, habit now. I agree. Great thing to paint by. And yes, can be very inspiring. Classical music, everybody. Go and turn some on, grab a canvas and paint the music. Well, if we're getting the party started, let's see if what we can do about that. Our next one up. Oh, I love this one. Let me see here. Let's see. We gotta find. There we go. Nope. A Little Kiss. It would be a great one for this one. Okay, this song's called A Little Kiss. I love it. Love it, Philip. All right, the next one up, guys. Rapunzel by Night. A lonely Rapunzel with just the moon to keep her company on this long night. Though perhaps someone will drop by tomorrow. A prince, perhaps? A woman with long, flowing blonde hair leans out of a stone tower window, gazing at the luminous full moon in a cloudy night sky. The scene is surrounded by dense, dark forest, adding an air of mystery and enchantment. An attempted storybook-style illustration inspired by the Brother Grimm fairy tale published in the 19th century. Interestingly, good old Disney has deleted this artwork on some art platforms. I posted it too, really. They own everything apparently, even the 19th century fairy tales. Wow. Holy cow. That is crazy, everyone. That just blows my mind. Let me repeat this, everyone. So he did an attempted storybook style of the Grimm's fairy tales, and Disney has deleted this artwork on some platforms because apparently they own every fairy tale. I love it. How beautiful is this? Rapunzel by Night, everyone. Wow, Philip. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I love this, right? That's right. Awesome. And yes, they can. That is, I have never heard of such crazy. Well, no, I mean, YouTube gets me all the time. So apparently that's awesome. That's just what they do. I had no idea they could even do. I guess they can. If YouTube can block a live concert from Homeroom, they don't even own that music. Look at this, right? I am trying to grab your guys' wonderful comments over here and compliments. Yes. Now watch. This show's going to have issues because we're showing a Rapunzel. No, I hope not. Oh, that whimsical hair. Just a touch of yellow. Perfect. Isn't it? I think that's great. Don't show it to Disney. Do they own YouTube? Because it might be a problem. I don't know. That's right. Don't show this to Disney. That's funny. Thank God for Rumble. That's all I can say. That's right. It says, I can't believe they would do that. This is so lovely. I know. Right? Exactly. I don't see this as the same. But apparently, maybe they've just owned the rights. But I agree. He says, I've never even thought of Disney when I was doing this. Right? I agree. The details are absolutely amazing. Disney overreaching. Can I, Leonis? Sweet friend, nice to see you here. I should probably be posting these up because now everybody's going to like, right? But I don't think of that at all when I see this. I just think of the classics, right? But I didn't know. Maybe they have some kind of rights to the Grimm's brothers. I have no idea. They sure did change them enough. But man, I love this. Oh, everybody's giving him some coffee for the strong coffee. Thank you. Oh, I could thank you over there, Nancy. She's like, take your pick, whatever will keep you awake. I love it. Thanks, Nancy. We sure do appreciate you being here with us, my friend. Right, exactly. The Grimm brothers is like from the 1800s. So I don't know. Apparently, maybe they have bought that. Somebody will have to do the deep dive on that. But this is... And the stories aren't even close to being the same because, you know, Disney does what they do and they Disneyfy it. But yeah, if you guys have ever read the Grimm stories, they are totally and drastically different. My kids, especially when they were teens, sure did like that one. So much better. So much better. This is absolutely phenomenal. I love the yellow of the light that's behind her too, right? And it's reflecting on her gown and into her hair. So many little details. Now that we can actually talk about this piece, everyone, look at just even the ivy. Look at the detail in the amazing ivy all around it as well. This is so much work. How long did it take you to create this piece? My little question here. Love it. Let's see. See, right? Don't you love the glow from the window? So much beauty in this piece. Nice. Nice, my voice. My kids really like that too. When they were teens and in high school, they loved the Grimm fairy tales. And they are totally different. Mm-hmm. This is so much detail, my friend. I really like to know. He says, good question. It wasn't easy as the pose is very complex with the head turn. And I asked him, everyone, how long it might have taken. And it's hard sometimes to go back and remember. But the detail on this is really phenomenal, Philip. Really phenomenal. But he says, yeah, it wasn't easy, everyone, because the pose is very complex with the head turn, I bet. And we absolutely love it. Got bogged down overthinking it. Well, I'll tell you, it turned out phenomenal. Absolutely turned out phenomenal. All right, everyone, next up. Let me get to our description here on the next one. I got to put these up so I'm ready here. Okay, number 10. Is this Idris? Idris? Maybe I said that right. Idris. This is a pencil drawing of my late grandmother. I hope I'm saying this right. Idris Lang. She was 100 years old at the time I did the drawing and had recently received a birthday card from Queen Elizabeth, as happens in the UK when someone reaches 100. Idris lived to be the grand old age of 103. And Philip, please correct me if I said that wrong. I don't want to do your grandmother any injustices to everyone, but this is Idris Lang. She was 100 years old at the time and reached to live 103. Well, man, that's phenomenal in itself. Extremely well done. I agree. Oh, it's fine how you say it. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. I just don't want to, I don't want to mess it up here. But I agree with Frosty. This is extremely well done. How amazing. How amazing. I bet she had one heck of a life. My father is 90, and I'm always asking him too, like, tell me what you experienced, tell me what, has changed the most in your lifetime. And I'm already, encouraging to write things down, but it's amazing when these people live really long, wonderful lives, and can you imagine all the things that they've seen in their lifetime? 103, everyone. How beautiful is that? Now I'm going to go and look at the details of this. Look at even the shine, right? The reflection on the glasses. Absolutely amazing. Look at the texture on her sweater too. Every beautiful, I think that's one of the things that I've heard from a lot of you guys with babies. There's no lines or whatever. It's kind of harder to do that. But I love when we do older people because there's so much life in their face, and you get to have all of these little creaks and wrinkles and whatever that just adds so much more detail to the actual image as well. But look at these beautiful, loving eyes. Such a great job on this. Amazing, right? Very detailed. Grab this. There we go. Sorry. There we go. And it says, beautiful portrait. Again, her eyes are so expressive. Just beautiful. I love the reflections in the glasses, right? That's right. And Philip says, thank you. Says, so precious. I see wisdom and love in her eyes. Don't you? That's what Kim says. Nancy says, this is great of your grandmother. The eyeglasses are great. Frosty could use those glasses. Oh man, he says thank you everyone. And then I am gonna grab what he says here too. Really? Oh, that is awesome. So okay, let me grab what Philip is saying to here. He says she used to love telling yarns of the old days. I'm assuming that's stories. Used to telling yarns of the old days. I love his yarn stories. I'm assuming so. That's probably different in the United Kingdom. Tells or whatever of life. He says that she stayed mentally sharp till the end. That is phenomenal. Right? The lingo. I love it. And so Dada says, so in the moment. I agree. Yes, stories are yarns. We're learning some different lingo tonight, guys. That's right. Welcome to the international world here on Headmaster's Homeroom. Everyone, now you can start using that. Telling yarns instead of telling stories. I think that's awesome. What a blessing. I agree, Wonky. This is wonderful. Yes, it is. Mentally sharp to the very end. What a blessing. And what an honor and a tribute to your beautiful grandmother. Absolutely phenomenal. That's right. That's right. My voice, that's right. Let me grab this. She says that we are learning proper English tonight. Yes, ma'am, we are. I love that. All right, our next one, everyone. Moonlight Folly. There is a triumphal archway nearby to me built in 1798. It has no practical purpose, hence it's rather a folly. It became rather overgrown over the years and somewhat forgotten. After a recent nighttime ride during the full moon, it struck me as being rather atmospheric. Quite often there are fallow deer foraging in and around it, not to mention lots of bats when they're not hibernating in winter. I tried to memorize the scene and attempted to paint it later on. I didn't fancy trying to paint it in a cold and lonely field at midnight. Not to mention that would be rather awkward. I decided to experiment with some new acquired impasto and used it to add texture. Let me read this again. I decided to experiment with some newly acquired impasto and use it to add texture. Frosty plow filled in the foreground. Very cool. Very cool. Impasto, guys. Boy, he is just trying all kinds of stuff. This is awesome. I wouldn't want to be painting in the cold at midnight either. Right? Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. It is. Look at that. Stunning sky. I agree. Glorious and perfect light. That's right. Look at those rows. Fantastic piece. Very bright moon. How do you like working with impasto? I got my questions up. Did I miss something? Oh, she did. My voice, I didn't even catch that. Usually it underlines when you guys misspell something and I didn't even notice. How funny is that? Look at those clouds. Oops. Absolutely amazing. Look at that moon. Isn't that amazing? I agree. Cloud detail is phenomenal, isn't it, guys? Amazing cloud detail is right. He says, I used to ride to work and bike through there. Really? How awesome is that? So Philip says that I used to ride through this area and we used to ride to work on a bike through this area. That's really awesome. And let's see, impasto. Let's see, he's got something to say about that as well. It says impasto is cool just to mix in with the paint. That is awesome. A pedal bike too. That's kind of what I figured, just your regular bike, you know, that's funny. And I bet it would. Let's see, he says, let me grab these. I should have spooky music going on with this stuff. He says a pedal bike, it got spooky. How did I miss it? At night, guys, it's supposed to stay at night. There we go. Fix that. Philip says it was a pedal bike and it got a bit spooky at night. I bet. I need like some kind of Halloween or something going on with this. Ah, amazing. I just have like all this motivational or jazzy music. Sorry, Philip, because this really, yeah, it deserves some kind of like, you know, different background music. That's funny. Yes, farms come after the archway. Really. That is so beautiful, though. Amazing. What a kind of cool place that you live. Sorry, I'm trying to read these here too. Wow. Amazing. You guys are so active in the group. Thank you so much. I would love to experience this place too. So mysterious. I agree. And then he's got really what they. I'm gonna grab what Philip's telling us. He says rich gentlemen would build follies on land as statement pieces. Or statement pieces. Okay. Love that. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see what I got. Very cool. I don't have. That's awesome. What else are we saying here, guys? See? Yeah. Not at night, though. I would love to go at night. I don't know. I think this would be beautiful because can you imagine seeing this scene at night just like this with a beautiful moon, the glow over these amazing clouds, right? Onto the fields in front of it. You just did so great with this, Philip. This is so beautiful. Look at the detail that we're seeing on even in the trees. And these clouds are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I like to go to my bigger page so I could just sit here and look at even the wildlife, right? And all the little grasses and flowers and stuff that are in the fields behind the trees. So much beautiful detail. Amazing job with the elk as well. Absolutely amazing. All right. Nope, I still sleep with a nightlight. You guys are funny. All right, our next one, guys. Let's see. This is Golden Gaius, a regal and rather victorious Gaius Julius Caesar in his golden period, perhaps. Mixed media and digital, an experimental rework of a charcoal and pastel pencil drawing I did of Caesar, using a statue as a starting reference point. I had fun playing around with this one. Love it. Nice. He says, I used to do drawings at night, late night, but with paintings, I only do it in the daylight hours. Nice. The statement, right? Very cool. This is beautifully done. Look at the tones going on in this. Just magnificent. Keep the ground with the nightlight. Look at the gold in this, guys. Wow. I wonder, do you ever paint outside? I mean, since you love the actual, he says he really loves the natural light. So I wonder, are you more of an outside painter, or how do you work that? Just from the window light, if you like that? And my voice says, I love the touches of gold that bounce off his gold headpiece, right? Just reflecting all over the body in the background isn't awesome. Even his eyes got the beautiful gold in here. Very cool piece. I agree. Let me grab these comments. I love that Frosty has knighted you. See, so Sir Philip's proper talented artist. Yes. Absolutely amazing. And let's see. JJ says to us, so cool. Looks like Caesar looks like underwater with all the water shimmering, dancing on this image. Yeah, that's a really great take on that, JJ. I think that's awesome. Amazing. Oh my goodness, right? So beautiful. Look at that. So beautiful. Gold eyes. You can paint eyes very well, Philip. Yes, he can. And I love this. Looks like marble. Yes. And all the gold pops off the page. Absolutely beautiful. I agree. How neat is this? And I got to go. This is, you did charcoal and pastel pencil. I didn't know that pastel pencils could do such brightness like this with the yellows and the gold. That is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Look at the vibrance of that. I've challenged you guys before. I'm like, who can do gold? Well, we can see that Philip can do gold. Absolutely amazing. I love it. He keeps telling us these are experimental. And I think this is awesome. I think you need to keep experimenting. That's what he says. It's a bit experimental, developed from my earlier drawings. Well, keep on going. Absolutely marvelous. Fantastic, my friend. Absolutely fantastic. All right, guys. Our next one up. Number 13, Bella in a Witch Elm. The mysterious case of Bella in the, I'm going to say witch. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Bella in the Witch Elm. The mysterious case of Bella in the Witch Elm, an unsolved murder from the 1940s. It's become a sort of urban legend with the passing of time. This is an improvised landscape painting strongly influenced by the weather representing February in the United Kingdom. It has a touch of artistic license here, and there too is some supernatural elements added. Look closely at the tree hollow and who put Bella in the Witch Elm. This is a mysterious one, guys. Right? I've got to get a closer view of this one. Okay, let me get a closer. Oh, yeah, she is. Oh my gosh. Right, you guys, we can look into the hollow. It's maybe hard to see on your phones, but that's the mystery, right? Yes, it does. Look closely at the tree hollow. Who put Bella in the Witch Elm? That is awesome. I don't know if they can see that, but you can see that there is someone inside that hollow. That is so cool. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought with the spelling. Okay, I'm saying it right. Witch. In England, he spelled out W-Y-C-H. And he says, which is which. So correct. Yes. Thank you so much. Learning proper English tonight, guys, or one way. I mean, that's one thing that's always funny when people are learning English and so forth. They're like, okay, which is which? Right. Don't we love the stories? Love the stories. How lucky are we that we get so many wonderful backgrounds. Oh, you can see her. Good, good, good. I don't know. It's kind of hard if you guys are watching this or looking at this on your phones. But yes. I do too. Look at that fog, my voice. I think that is great. Beautiful. So it says it's February time in the painting. Really cool. That's right. And I'm going to pull that up here in just a minute. Dada. Let's grab your comment. It says likeness of a photograph. Great piece, right? And let's see, Philip says, the ghostly figure in the branches is also in the tree hollow, but it's hard to see. Amazing. I can see him, but I have a huge monitor. So I was like, oh, that is so cool. It's so cool. But look at the detail of just even the tree and the branches, right? It's amazing fog that's going on. Look at the beautiful cloud, color and work behind it here too, right? The trees in the distance. You really did capture the fog so magnificently. Yeah, it's a bit creepy. Well, that must be from Nancy. Okay. This piece looks so delicate. The tree hollow is creepy. She said, this is incredible. I thought it was a photo, right? And then Philip says, yeah, it's a little bit creepy. I don't know. I think it's magnificent. It is so well done. So well done. Hey, Casa Rummel. Nice to see you. Right? Those beautiful little yellow, tiny yellow flowers. They're just so delicate, so beautiful. There we go. It's a weird old tree. A weirdo tree, though, with tons of stories to it, or make up your own as you have done here. I think that's great. That's what Phillips is telling us. And he says that it is a weird old tree. Well, I'll tell you what. I think it's magnificent. It's got so much character to it. Oh, that's my mom's favorite flower too. It was always the marker of spring. She loved daffodils, and he is saying that the flowers are daffodils. Yeah, that was beautiful. Kind of the first hint that spring is on its way. I'm gonna go look at us. Yes, just so beautiful. And remember, everyone, this is February in the United Kingdom. Really awesome. Look at the little mushrooms too by the tree, everyone. There's so many little details that if you can see them, it's just absolutely fantastic to see all these little things. Oh, sorry, let me put this up here first. So is that a little white person sitting on top of the hollow? And no, Philip says no. It's a ghost haunting the tree. Eek! Such imagination, such great stories. You guys see the wonderful bird too. I think that's probably a blackbird or something that's in the tree as well. Up here in the corner, you guys, there's amazing mushrooms going on here, the beautiful daffodils. So much detail going on in this piece. Very exciting. Very exciting. Wonderful, wonderful work. All right. Right? Okay, now you guys can see the ghost, right? Right before the very bottom of the trunk, the ghost is sitting right there in the branches. Absolutely awesome. There is so much going on in this piece, a lot of little wonderful details. That I think that's what I love about some, artwork too, is you should be able to just say, oh, there's this here, and oh, look at this, because your eyes are all over the place and seeing all these different little magnificent things going on. And very well done on this one, Philip. Okay, you guys know I'm going to love this one. I don't know if Philip knows this. I don't know if he included this because of that. I have no idea. Right? But man, let's tell you about this one. Somebody tell him if he doesn't know already. That is awesome. Let's see what we've got here. Need something a little bit. There, that's actually pretty good to go with this one. Okay. If you guys don't know, maybe Philip knows, maybe Philip doesn't, but I have never seen. I don't think I have seen any of these. So Philip, we need to share these with the corner. This is number 14, everyone. Something more cheerful with elephants at the water hole. Some thirsty elephants getting a bit of refreshment at day's end with a couple of egrets overseeing things. And I don't know if he included this to make me smile or just what he had no idea, but everybody knows Lady Hamilton loves her some elephants. That's right. That's right. Yes, I do. Yay. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And he says, yay. I do. I just love them so much. I think they're adorable. That's right. In the chat. Oh yeah, Lady Ancient Elephants. That is one of my dreams, and I missed that opportunity, like you guys have told you, about going to South Africa and not even knowing they had a baby elephant reserve. I would have skipped the whole, winning an award there. I would have skipped the whole ceremony and be like, just take me to the baby elephants. But yeah, oh wow, I love the sky and those elephants. Yeah, Lady H is in heaven. Yes, I am. I think it's awesome. I agree, Wonky. I agree. That's funny. That sky is amazing. Look at the details in the grass. Look at the details in the skin of the elephants. Look at the color reflections in the water, guys. So amazing, right? That red African sky. That's right. Man, maybe someday I will be back. So he says, I'm hoping this. And he says, everyone loves elephants, right? That's right, elephants. I love that. That's right. It's beautiful. The sky is stunning. And Nancy, I love the white herons. Yeah, beautiful egrets. They are beautiful. But the detail in this is absolutely amazing because you could see the texture in the elephant's skin so well. And I love the reflections from this amazing, beautiful sky that's going into the blades of grass, into the skin of the elephants, into the water below. This is so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Take me to this place right now. This would be a little bit of a heaven for me, I'll tell you that. I don't know, that's a good question. Philip, have you ever been to Africa? And what countries in Africa, if that? That's a good question, Nada. If you've been to Africa, I have been to South Africa and Ethiopia. Neither time did I get to play with elephants or go on any safaris. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm putting these in the wrong order. Your detail work blows the mind. How long did this piece take to create? It says good for a few hours. That's all it took you, was only a few hours? Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. See, that's why I'm pointing. Nope, he's never been to Africa, guys. Maybe one day. I would really love to go back. I'll tell you what, someday maybe. And that's what I'm saying, right? The details that we are just looking at, just absolutely magnificent. Artist Corner, we all need to have some kind of trip to, I know, we go to Buzz's house in Australia. Been there, not Beeze's house, but I've been to Australia. But man, I'll tell you what, it's really, really beautiful. South Africa, actually, right off the coast is really beautiful. So maybe we take a trip there. A few hours could be 40. That's right. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I agree. Well, you guys all know how much I love this piece. Very, very amazing, Philip. Thank you so much for including this one. Very nice. All right, the next one we've got going on here, guys, is number 15, Gannet Island. On a remote island far from meddling humans, a gannet colony goes on about its business. How many gannets are in this painting? Must admit, I kept losing count trying to find out. Inspired by coastal seabird colonies you find on the rugged coast of the British Isles. I think there are about 108 birds, give or take, in this painting. 108 birds in this painting, guys. Check this out. Wow. Amazing. Do I have, there we go. Look at that. 108 birds at least. He lost count. That is awesome. Look at all of this. And you count how many he says, right? She's like, that's a bunch of birds. Yes, it is. It is so cool. Absolutely awesome. That's right. Please. Philip, and asked about Africa. He says, I've listened to the Toto song though. You cracked me up. Oh, Donna says he's going to go count and see if you're right. Wow, that is awesome. You guys are funny. I love having you guys. I have the best Artist Corner family. You guys crack me up. Such wonderful people, all of you. Donna's going to count. Well, we'll let you count. Go ahead, Donna. You get back to this on that one. You guys have such wonderful senses of humor, right? Amazing is right. Look at the details just on the cliff alone and in the rocks, right? Beautiful water, let alone, I mean, that is amazing with all these birds. I just baffled by such detail in this one too. Look at the water splashing up against the rocks and the cliff right there, right? The little water that's splashing up, everyone. Look at how awesome that is. And the contrast of this amazing piece is this beautiful blue sky, right? It gives it such contrast. How awesome is that? He keeps losing count. Donna says 403. You guys are great. Oh, that's funny. You used a knife? Is that a palette knife? Probably. I'm assuming. I love using a palette knife. If you guys have not done that with your work before, venture into that. It's so much fun. Great, great choice on that. And I agree. My voice said there is so much about this painting that's amazing. The color difference, like I said, between the sky and the water, right? The movement of the water and all the birds, I think so too. And now I'm glad you guys are really looking at those water splashes. There's so much amazing detail that we just need to take a minute and really focus on. But right when you see that, those waves splashing against those rocks, it's so much beautiful detail in that. Yes, yes, knives are great for rocks. I agree. Palette knives are a lot of fun, guys. They're a lot of fun. I have so many different kinds. One of my favorite things. I have all different sizes. Love palette knife work. Okay, so got bird counts going. 121. We got 143. That's funny. Donna says 403. I don't know what everybody's drinking tonight. Maybe Frosty's sharing his glasses with everybody. I don't know. 403. Oh, and our wonderful Philip is laughing. That's funny. Oh, you guys crack me up. Yes, it's better than brushes for rocks. That's right. Donna wins, he says. 403. That's awesome. And yes, you guys, if you're ever doing rock work, even mountains, I did one too, guys, with my faith one, if you've ever seen it before. And that whole mountain thing was just a palette knife. So awesome. Go out and venture and try that. Oh, sorry, try that. Fantastic. All right, moving on to the next one. Oh, I love this. There we go. I got to turn the music down. I don't know why I can't read and listen to music at the same time out loud. I don't know. Number 16. Some more bright colors here using pastels. Under the cherry blossom tree. An improvised vibrant landscape scene featuring spring blossom and resting deer with a distant Mount Fuji providing a picturesque backdrop. I love the blossoms on the tree that occur in spring. It's a great subject matter for artwork, I feel. I agree, guys. Under the cherry blossom tree. Isn't that awesome? I agree. Look at that. So beautiful. Right? Love it. Love the purples and the whites, right? With the contrast of the red and the orange and the deer, right? So beautiful. That sounds awesome, JJ. JJ is going to be drinking a lemon drop cocktail, he says, tonight with dinner. I love that. Oh, you guys are counting the deer. You guys crack me up so much. And Frosty in for the laughter. Oh, man. I think you won, Frosty. I don't know. I think you nailed it. Frosty says, I've got 2 teeth. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, Dada, pastels. And I'm assuming, let's see, he says pastel. Did you say, are these oil pastels? Let's see. I love that. Using pastels. I don't know if these are chalk pastels or oil pastels, but good question. I personally love oil pastels for the vibrance of the color, but anything oil is going to give you, I think a much beautiful and vibrant colors. But I don't know. We're going to ask him because with that, when he did a Caesar, I've never seen pastels do gold like that before. That's awesome. No prizes. Family. I'm so glad you guys are here to make me laugh. Thank you so much for that. Philip says there are no prizes for guessing how many deer are in this pic. Oh man, you guys are too funny. Chalk pastels. Wow. That is so cool. I cannot believe the vibrance of this. Everybody's going to have to bug him on what's the name brand of the chalk pastels that you are using, because I'll tell you what, I need to look into that. Okay, so he says, so this is from Philip. He says chalk pastels, and I think it's on black paper. Yeah, I love working with really good black paper. It adds so much, you guys. It's amazing. And same thing with oil pastels. When you work on really good black paper, it just makes them completely pop off the page. So you guys try that out. If you guys are working with either, obviously, chalk or oil pastels, get some really good black paper. And I love it. JJ's going to be drinking a lemon drop. Magnificent is right. Don't you love the delicate blossom? She said, yes, I agree with you. Is that right? My voice says that chalk pastels are her favorite medium. Good to know. Good to know. Wonky says, the vibrancy and detail. Wow. I agree. Isn't it nice? Did you really? Dada says he just got some soft pastels. Let me know how you like them. I'm glad you guys are all trying that out. My son got me watercolors. Normally I just use some whatever, some basics, but he got me a pretty good set, probably thanks to my husband telling him. So we'll have to try that out. Don't you? I love blossoms in the spring too, Philip. You just did such a great job. And if you guys really, really pay attention to the bushes and the greenery behind that, look at the detail in that alone as well too, right? Just providing so much texture and so many different shades of green, all the way from dark green to the really brightness of the light greens, just adding so much beauty in that little moment as well too. So nice. Such a great contrast to the beautiful purples going on in here. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Very nice, my friend. Very nice. All right. Woo! Look at this, guys. How awesome is this? All right. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's what I wanted. I thought I had that. Okay, where was it? I thought we just had this one. There we go. Yeah, this one. Because I'm like, we're back in Africa. How cool is this? I love it, you guys. Zebra, number 17, with oxpecker, study on gold. A zebra study with an oxpecker companion painted in acrylics. A cheeky oxpecker has decided to perch on the zebra's head, perhaps looking for an insect delicacy to eat. The zebra seems not to mind. Painted with acrylics, I finally took the plunge and painted a zebra. All those stripes would scare me away, but finally got around to it this last year. You did awesome. Absolutely awesome. Right? That is so great. Love the bird bending down on the zebra's ear. And yes, Kim, wowza is right. Love the contrast too between the zebra and the eyes still with the gold, guys. Do you see that? Even the bird and the zebra, and that beautiful gold background, which is such a contrast to the sharp black and white. So awesome. Really, this was scary painting the zebra, he said. You did so good though. Wow. I wish I could play that in the background. I really do. It's so funny. I love that. Again, the striping on this zebra is amazing and really pops with the gold background. I agree, guys. I agree. Now that I am reading your wonderful comments here, so crisp. Don't you love it against the yellow? I agree. So amazing. I love it. She says this is her absolute favorite. You nailed the stripes, right? And he was so nervous about doing this, and you did so great. The most stunning zebra I've ever seen, Philip. Look at that. Look at that. See, I told you guys, sometimes when you're nervous doing your work, sometimes some of the best things come out, right? You did so well. Philip, you did so well on this. I think this one I have seen before, but you have just done such a great job with this. And he said he enjoyed doing the mane. Well, it looks like you enjoyed doing it all. Just so much wonderfulness coming out of here, right? Even the detail on the wonderful bird, right? The oxpecker. Look at how awesome, even down here with the whiskers and everything too, right? On his face. The eyes, again, just nailed. And I'm loving the color choices. Amazing. He says, yay. People are loving your work, my friend. Loving your work. I have got to look at this bigger too. I love that yellow. I love how it's just, you know, darker in some areas and brighter in some too. Just such a contrast. Oh my gosh. When you see this on a bigger piece, guys, when I go to my bigger monitor, you can see almost this speckling going on in his coat, especially around the chest. Oh, Philip, tell us about that. He's got this really beautiful, like little speckled thing going on here too. And I don't know if you could see it on your phones, but that is really neat. Really neat. So many different little, you know, little drips. It's not drips. It's like splashes, a little amazing texture. That is so cool. Okay, what's he saying? I wish I could have been braver, but left it as is. I'm so happy you did. I'm so happy you did. I think that you just did a great job with this. And so does the Artist Corner family. The speckles are plain dust, really. That is awesome. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's really, really neat. It adds so much to that. These little moments that I catch provides us like a little texture to it. Really awesome. Or earth. That is really cool. That is really cool. Everyone says the same thing too. It is perfect. I agree. Very good job, my friend. Very good job. Absolutely perfect. We're loving it. All right, next one up, everyone. How cool is this? Let's see what we've got here. Let's give it a heroic thing. There we go. Some kind of like heroic theme. Here we go, everyone. The Lair of the Dragon. I'm talking so much tonight. There we go. The Lair of the Dragon. I decided to paint a dragon, my first, after trying in vain to get a local dragon to sit for me. Philip, great. I didn't know he was going to crack me up. Let's start this over. I decided to paint a dragon, my very first. After trying in vain to get a local dragon to sit for me, none were available. Too busy lurking in the lairs, enjoying their gold hoards, methinks. I decided to make one up from my imagination. I call him Moneybags. It's a him. There's no cost of living crisis for this dragon, that's for sure. A pesky and rather foolish knight is nosy about too, it seems. Acrylics, a total nightmare to photograph this painting. The camera picked up all the gold shining, so I had to use digital filters to tone it down. Though the painting does look nice under the evening lights, I love using gold in artwork, but as stated, not so much fun to photograph. That is awesome. I am so sorry that you couldn't find a dragon to sit for you. But you did so great. Oh my gosh. And you cracked me up with your awesome story. Oh, that is awesome. That is great. This one is very cool. That's right. The dragon is incredible. The rays coming into the cave are fantastic. And that's right, JJ. I have to talk, otherwise it would just be dead air. That's right. That's right. Can't have that. Can't have that. Isn't this awesome? Oh, that is so cool. Look at the gold at the bottom and all the jewels, everyone. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Right? The crowns, the coins, everything is just amazing. So much fun. This looks like a lot of fun. What a great imagination you have, my friend. Both in your work and in your writings. Absolutely amazing. I'm trying to grab all your guys' stuff here. Absolutely awesome. We'll see if I can grab that emoji there, Frosty. I don't know. Sometimes they don't go through, but I did it. That's awesome. As he says, Stellar Dragon. That's right. Oh, question here. Donna says, how did you do the light rays, Philip? How did you do the light rays? My voice says beautiful detail under the wings of the dragon, isn't it? Almost like lightning, right? Coming through. Beautiful. And yes, that's a good question. Ah, okay. Question was, How did you do the light rays? And Philip is telling us here. Nice. He used a fan brush and a steady hand. Good job, Philip. Thank you, JJ. Yes. Man, I'll tell you what, my voice is, thank heavens I've got videos and stuff of my cooking tomorrow, because my voice is going to need a break. Lady Hamilton keeps the live and live streaming. Thank you, my friend. Yes, I try. Let's see what Philip is saying here too. Okay. I'm grabbing what he says right now as I can. All right. So the first thing he says light rays have to be straight, so it's not easy, to be honest. Made it rather complicated though. And then he says here too, so I'm grabbing this for everyone to see. He says, I thought it would be good to add them as it would make the gold shine in the cave. That is an excellent choice. Absolutely excellent choice, Philip. Oh, and that is what you guys are saying as well too, right? It is excellent. I agree. I love the view behind being inside the cave, right? I agree. Only one dragon slayer. Only one. You guys are counting still, huh? You guys crack me up. Absolutely excellent. Excellent. Okay. Beautiful work. And Philip, thank you so much for still hanging in there, guys. So late. It's so early in the morning. Philip will be sleeping in for sure tomorrow, guys. So we thank you again for being here with us. All right. The next one up here, guys. We've got a few more here to go. All right. The view of Door's Mouth Rock, a local landmark. This is a landscape painting feature. Door's Mouth Rock, a hilly outcrop that overlooks the ancient stannery town of, is it Plympton in Devon, England. Hopefully I said that. Plympton in Devon, England. If you make the ascent, it offers fine views over and over, Plympton to Dartmoor. Though it can be very blustery with strong winds, most days there are sheep grazing on the lush green grasses. It's said that this hilly outcrop served as a fire beacon to warn of the oncoming Spanish Armada in 1588. Let's see. I need, right? Look at that. I love the foliage. Yeah, there's Frosty. I bet you do. Beautiful. Going from dragons to landscapes. Amazing, isn't it, guys? When you see so many different themes of work here, you know, that is awesome. Philip has an amazing arsenal of different themed work, you know, from ice maidens to dragons to giraffes and elephants, or not giraffes, to zebras and elephants, to, you know, amazing landscapes. Just absolutely phenomenal. Well, I am keeping him up early. Sorry, Philip. You are the best, my friend. Thank you so much. Everyone, thank Philip for being with us through the wee hours of the morning. Love the patches of emerald green grasses. Isn't it gorgeous? Love the rainstorm. Absolutely beautiful. Agree. Love the textures. I love the textures. All right. Is there a dragon in the clouds? I'm not sure. This could be his stomping grounds. Could be his stomping grounds. Still awake. Honest. We love you, Philip. We're so glad you're joining us. Oh, now you're right. They're looking for the dragon in the clouds, right? You guys can all see that. That's awesome. You never know. Only Philip can answer that question. Is there a dragon in those clouds, Philip? How cool is that? Look hard, you might be able to see one. Right? And everyone is seeing the dragon. That's funny. I know, right? Is it that little moment where you can almost see an eye? I think I see what you guys, we're all cloud gazing now. Isn't that awesome? How cool is that? All right, we've got a few more to go through, guys, and I want to get through them. So let's go to our next one. Absolutely amazing. All right, number 20, doggy days at the seaside. Doggy days at the seaside are the best days, even though the weather's not looking too good. I tried for an off-season fill with this work, a lonely beach with just the dog and the dog walker, a somewhat ominous sky, softened with hints of sunbeams breaking through in the distance. The dog's having fun, though it seems. This is an improvised minimalist seascape landscape painting in acrylics. Okay, trying to get us a little bit. There we go. Get us a little bit upbeat jazz going on here as we are keeping Philip awake. Look at this. Doggy days, guys. Love that. The doggy days at the seaside. Right? I guess it was. I agree. Look at that dog having so much fun. I remember the first time I ever took my dogs to see the ocean, and they didn't know what to think. They were so happy. There's something about dogs and water, right? And they loved the ocean. They were absolutely just like, what? Did you take us to heaven? And just playing with the waves, and you know, it was so much fun. I love that. I could be there too. I could be there too. Making me long to be by the seaside, that's for sure. That is what Donna says. I want to be there. Love the seaside paintings, yes. I love it when you guys take us on trips, you know, or something we're going, man, I could just be there right now. Whether it's a picnic or it's visiting someplace in Italy or, you know, in the cave of a dragon or whatever. But having these amazing places, right? Now we're at the sea, playing with our dogs. How beautiful is that? I love the colors in the clouds and in this, you know, the beautiful purples, right? Just beautiful. Such a contrast to those wonderful yellows and ochres that are in the grasses. Absolutely amazing, Philip. I think it's lovely. Yes. Oh, I think you were talking about the coffee. Amazing. Yes, I agree. Love it's raining as well. That's what my voice says. I love the subdued pastel hues. And of course, I love the dog. And he doesn't care that it's raining. No, dogs and seas and dogs and water. I don't know. They just absolutely have a connection, don't they? Very nice work. All right, guys, we've got a few more to go. Look at this. All right, number 22. Nope, 21. Sorry. Sunlit snowdrop wood. I always enjoy seeing the early flowers of spring, and usually the plucky snowdrop is the first to make an appearance. I felt the mossy ivy-covered trees with groups of snowdrops here, and they would be a suitable subject for a landscape artwork, not to mention the odd robin you tend to hear before you can see. So I decided to add one to the scene, perched on the tree trunk base. How awesome is that? Let's give us Happy. The song's called Happy. Love that. Right? Because it's spring, and spring makes us really happy. How beautiful. Look at this. Look at the work in the leaves, the work in the ivy. I'm going to go hunt for that robin on the, yes, there it is. Oh, it's so, it's like a so beautiful little tiny thing right on the tree trunk. And again, with that beautiful glow from the sunlight. Wow. Wow. Man, that is right. Yeah, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you. The details of the ivy is an incredible work. It says, fantastic job on the foliage. I agree. And that is awesome. He's having a grand time. I'm glad. Okay, thank you. I'm glad. Philip, you're awesome. It says he always has to add a little birdie or some animal. I am glad to see that. It's really perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's right. Isn't this gorgeous? Man, just gorgeous. What a great place. Just going for a nice, beautiful walk, you know, in this forest, just basking in the amazing sunlight. Okay, I can't get the dancing banana, Frosty, but I can get the woohoos. Some emojis don't carry over, guys. But he's dancing. Frosty really loves this one. With an amazing woohoo! I don't know if it... Okay, 1 second. I don't know if you guys can get them, because I thought I did that. So I'm over there on pills. You guys grab those pills if you're over there. I did a scratch thing up. See, you guys, I can't say enough about this. Black paper, and that's what Philip is telling us, right? This, again, is done on black paper. The black paper makes it easier. It really makes the colors pop, guys. So invest in some great black paper. Amazing. That's right. It's so awesome. This is beautiful. The leftover fall leaves with the new life of the snowdrops and the spring green coming alive. Yes, it is absolutely beautiful. Did you? Oh, you guys can do your own. You just tried a bunch of black canvas to try it out. You guys, when you are tinting your canvases too, you can always, you know, use an acrylic and or turn your gesso into black, make your own chromatic black. And that works well too. If you want to buy black canvases, those are already awesome and already pre-done, and that's really cool. But if you guys want to try that, just gesso your canvases black first. Have a lot of fun. But if you're using pastels of any kind, good black paper, I promise you, makes the whole difference right there. Absolutely awesome. Beautiful job, Philip. All right, the next one, guys. No, okay, I read that. I gotta turn that down. Okay, I read that. I first said it was like, this is his first artwork in 2025. Hazy Sunlight Harbor. An improvised hazy sunlit harbor seen here. Looks like someone in a sailboat is getting a good send-off with a cheery wave from a nearby cottage. This is a hand-drawn via mouse. Love this. This is the second artist I have seen that uses a mouse. This is a hand-drawn via a mouse using the free art software Krita. We have another artist that uses Microsoft Word and a mouse and will blow your mind. And I'm bugging him to come back on again. But this is awesome. Hand-drawn using a mouse. That's incredibly difficult if you guys do not know. Absolutely phenomenal, Philip. Absolutely amazing. Let's see. Let's take it to. Look at that. Look at that. He says cheers. Yes, that is phenomenal. That is so cool. It is so hard. Like I said, I'm bugging our other artists that uses Microsoft Word and a mouse to draw, and it's some amazing work. So when you guys think about using a mouse for anything to draw, it is unbelievable. So Philip, absolutely phenomenal that you even did that. Just goes give massive respect for that. That's right, Frosty. That would be so hard. Absolutely beautiful work. Isn't that right, Wonky? What is it? Right, absolutely beautiful. Day on the Bay. The water work is phenomenal. I agree. Man, the roof. It's so textured and so in detail. Just look at the cobblestone roof, right? I'm like, there's so much. And again, he's got such a talent to do the rays of the sunlight. Have you guys noticed when he does those? It's absolutely brilliant. And then the water splashes. But man, he got a great ability. He does so many. We've noticed the way he does eyes, the way he can do sunbeams, the way he can do water splashes. I don't know, Philip, is there something that you can't do? Because we are just, entranced with your ability. They asked, how long does it take? He says, probably takes longer than doing a digital. Right? I would imagine. You just got to fuss with it more. Absolutely awesome. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Really? Oh, it takes probably longer to do digital than traditional. Really? Huh. Interesting. He says, I think mouse drawing is okay, really. That is awesome. Everybody go give it a try. He says it actually takes longer to do digital. I don't know. I've never done either. I am just baffled with the fact. I mean, I guess I have used like Microsoft Word, and then like pick a line and try to even do squares and circles. Oh my heavens. So I don't know the level of that app that you're using, but that still blows my mind that you're using a mouse to create that. He says, I have a drawing tablet, but never got to use it. Huh. I have never done digital either. Absolutely amazing. All right. Phenomenal. Such vibrance. All right. Number 23, Puffin Coast with Lighthouse Yonder. Another from 2025, featuring cheeky puffins. A scenic coastal landscape showcases steep cliffs meeting a vibrant blue sky, with puffins adoring the grassy hills. A lighthouse stands atop a distant cliff under a sky dotted with fluffy clouds. Everyone, welcome to Puffin Coast. Just writing fascinates me. Okay, I can't spell tonight either over here on the chat, but I was telling about that, working with that, yeah, I mean, it's fascinating, the whole mouse idea. But yes, let's look at these beautiful contrasts from the blues to the greens. These are beautiful. Welcome to Puffin Coast, everyone. Right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Amazing. There we go. Awesome. The puffins are so detailed and adorable. Okay. Is that going to be our running theme tonight of you guys counting? Oh, you guys crack me up over there. See what you started, Philip? Now they're going to be counting on every single one of your works. There are a lot in the details, guys. Look, there are a few going on here. It's amazing. A lot of different birds going on here too, up against the rocks. Look at all of the birds that are hanging on the little edges of the rocks. Frosty guessed 700 and something. It's hilarious. I agree, guys. And so let's see what Philip has to say here. He says the beak stripes are a nightmare to paint though. Well, I'll tell you what, you did a great job with that. Look at the detail even in the feathers, right? Look on the large one to even see right there, the one right up front on the bottom. Look at the detail in those feathers. Just beautiful. And I think that you nailed the striping wonderfully. Everyone loves puffins. I love the color of the beak. I agree. Absolutely amazing. I'm just letting Nancy know. Sorry. In the trees or on the cliffs and or whatever, if you guys, I don't know if you can zoom in. I believe those are birds. That's what I'm thinking. On all those little edges of the cliffs, just a massive amount of birds. And then, yes, in the grasses. I don't know which one you were looking at, Nancy. She said she can count the flowers in the grasses. Amazing. It's the color that makes happiness. That's right, Frosty. Absolutely amazing. And I'm glad you guys can see that. You guys can see the birds in the cliffs, the flowers in the grasses. Just a massive amount of detail in your work. Using a calculator. Okay, he's talking about behind the puffin. Okay, good. Okay, thanks, Nancy. Because oh yeah, that's funny. Let's use a calculator. Oh, you guys make art night so much fun. I love my artist family. You guys, thank you so much. All right, next up, and this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I believe I've got, oh, do I have a summertime song here too? That is phenomenal. This is one of his favorites, I think. It says, Dolphin Blue. A playful dolphin is captured mid-leap amid swirling ocean waves. The vibrant blue sea contrasts beautifully with fluffy white clouds above. I didn't start out with the plan to do a dolphin-themed artwork initially, but it seemed that the right thing to do as I went along, as sometimes happens when I paint. This is another 2025 artwork that I was quite happy with. Everyone, Dolphin Blue. Love it. That is not my, okay, here's my, there we go. This is the only summer one I have. Isn't this awesome, guys? Look at that. Dolphin Blue. You did so well, Philip. You did so well. You may have not planned this, but it turned out magnificently. Awesome. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Wow. That's right. Look at the joy in the dolphin's face, right? Man, such a great one. Love the dolphins. Reminds me of when the space capsule landed in the water and the dolphins came to see it. Right? Isn't this awesome? So much talent going on in this group. You guys see why I love doing this? So much talent. This is why I love highlighting you guys every day. This is why I love having you on, because you guys blow my mind with your talents. This is fantastic. My voice said, sorry. Again, texture, great texture to create movement in this painting as well. I love the beauty and the power that the dolphins coming out of the water. I agree. Absolutely. So phenomenal. That's right. Dolphins breaking water is awesome, isn't it? Oh, so great. He's doing well, guys. And he says, much obliged. Yes. Well, we are honored to highlight you tonight, my friend. Absolutely fantastic, guys. All right. And our last one for tonight. This is I know I've seen this one. Last but not least, Grimalkin. I'm hoping I say that right. Grimalkin, the black cat. Grimalkin, the black cat, sits gracefully surrounded by swirling orange leaves. Nobody knows who the owner is. Some say it's a hermit woman who can sometimes be seen in the woods, now and then picking mushrooms and herbs. The background is golden, enhancing the vibrant colors of the leaves and the cat's dark fur. This was partly inspired by my neighbor's black cat, whom when I tried to take some reference photos would always look away. So I had to improvise some feline features. I think my cats look slightly mysterious. Maybe that's just me though. Everyone, I think this is called Grimalkin, the black cat. Let's see what we got for that. Love it. Love it. And it's beautiful. You guys and your cat stories too. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Wise Wolf over there rating our show over on Pilled. Thank you so much, my friend, for joining us. I appreciate that. You are in for at least a treat for this last one. But thank you for rating us over there on Pilled. We appreciate you, Wise Wolf, and welcome. Absolutely awesome. Let's see what my voice says. I remember this one was an experiment and I thought it was a huge success. And yes, popping because of the background. I agree. Beautiful fall colors, right? I think you got this done. Was it right before Halloween? And I think we included this in my fall celebration one, Philip. That's your first cat. You did excellent. Right? And great eyes. I agree. Absolutely great eyes. Everyone, he says that this is his first cat. Well, you did great. Amazing. Let's see. Yes, you do lovely animals. He loves doing animals. It's a beautiful, very focused kitty with a great expression. And yes, he's very beautiful. Look at just the highlights on that fur as well too, right? Amazing. Right, we got to get a few of you guys to meet each other's cats going on in this group, because a few of you do, and you have amazing backstories. You know, and you guys all have great writing book material. This is awesome. Just awesome, Philip. Let's see what it says. Grimalkin, legendary fairy cat. Is it? I have never heard that story. I look forward to hearing about that. Or look that up. And hopefully I'm saying that name right. But we're just going to put this up here too. Frosty, thank you, Philip, for sharing your incredible artwork with us. I agree. I am so honored. And he hung in with us, guys, in the middle of the night. How lucky are we to have wonderful, wonderful family like this here with our wonderful artist corner, right? Okay, so he says Grimalkin is a legendary fairy cat. I did not know that. I'm going to have to look it up. Is there a story or something about that? If so, I'm going to be doing some kind of Google on that to figure that out. That is really awesome. And that's what he says. Reminds me of the black cat named Cleo when I was young. I had black cats too. I love black cats as well. My Midnight was a great one. He lived for a really long time, but he would just like jump midair and just snag a bird right out of the air. You're like, wow, you know, 6 feet, 7 feet or whatever higher. My husband and I would just be like, what the world? I've never seen that in like real life. But yeah, he just straight from the ground, just jump straight in the air and be like, mine. I'm like, wow, black cats are really awesome. All right, he says, Nancy says, your artwork is fantastic. Thank you for joining us. See you in the artist corner. And Kim says, magnificent artwork, Philip. Thank you for sharing your incredible stories with us too. Thank you for staying up all night with us too tonight. Much love, my friend. I can't tell you how honored I am. How honored I am. I truly mean that, to have you here. Not only you, but you know, it's amazing. Okay, real quick. He says that it's a classic horror film from the 1950s. Okay, interesting. That this cat, this Grimalkin, is a legendary fairy cat. It was the cat with the same name in from Night of the Demon. It's a classic horror film from the 1950s. I did not know that. Not too much into horror films, so maybe that's why I didn't know that. But that is really amazing if you guys wanted to know more about that. All right. And yes, Dada says, great work, sir. Enjoyed them all. Yes, yes, we did. Absolutely phenomenal. So I just wanted to say again before, as we're closing here too, how honored I am to have amazing, amazing, wonderful artists and friends in my life that are willing to stay up in the middle of the night, or willing to come, you know, all the way from different countries, or well, just my neighboring states. You guys are all phenomenal. And Philip, thank you so much for giving me the honor to highlight you tonight and look at your amazing work. We are so blessed to have you in our group and have you as our friend. And you hung out in there with us, you guys. We had a lot of fun. So make sure again that you are following Philip. You can go and follow him on X and or Truth, and you can put wherever else you want, Philip, that they can find you. I know that he's got, I think, a Redbubble and so forth account, but if you go and follow him on X and on Truth, it's Philip Harvey Art. You won't be disappointed. Or you can join our artist groups, you know, and find him there as well too, and get to enjoy it in the fun. So everyone, make sure that you are telling him thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us tonight. It was so much fun to have you, my friend, and welcome back. We look forward to having you back again later on down the road, right? But we're going to let our wonderful friend call it a night and go to sleep. And he says, thank you for all that you do, Lady Hamilton. Well, it's really truly my honor and my pleasure. And I hope you have a good night's sleep. Thank you so much for being up with us tonight. Don't we love him, guys? He said he loved being here, you know, and I'm so excited. You guys are so wonderful. And, you know, last night was another great, you know, thing. I just left so refreshed and so excited to have such a wonderful group of people that inspire me and bless me with such beauty every single day. I was asked yesterday kind of about my routine and stuff. And then when I get onto any kind of social media, the first thing I always do is hit the Artist Corner groups, because I want to start my day off with such a beauty, amazement, creation, you know, and seeing all of your wonderful talents. And it really makes me so happy to share them out, to highlight them, to show you guys off, because each one of you have a magnificent uniqueness to you, and it is really a great time. So huge kudos to the wonderful Philip Harvey, and we are so excited to have him not only part of our group, but to highlight him tonight. So guys, go give him some love. All right, as we close up tonight, let me just tell you about what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Reset Kitchen. I don't know if you guys want to still kind of hang out. You had a blast. If you guys still want to hand out, we can do some art highlights and tips. If not, we can call it a night. I do have a few. Good night to everyone. Oh, okay. I'm going to grab these. I didn't know that he was still hanging out with us. I was assuming like he'd be like, I'm out of here. I'm so tired. But he's still with us. And he says to everybody, he says, good night, everyone. It was a great honor. I will see you night, he says. We will see him in the corner. Yes, we will. I do have just a few art highlights and clips. I think that we will do that real quick, just some fun ones, because I saw this today and I thought, who would go do this? Would anybody go do this? I don't know if this is a fair or whatever, but it's just tiny hands exploring a world of color and reminding us how art is supposed to feel. Has anybody thought about how art is supposed to feel? Well, check it out.
Straight out like this. Both hands. Turn them over. Awesome. Nice and slow. Go all the way down. As far as you want to dip. Awesome. Come on up.
Whoa.
Cool. Come on over here.
Look at that.
All the way underwater and just a little shake.
Beautiful marbling.
Come on up. Awesome. You go up and across like this. Give me a big smile. Straight out like this. Both hands.
Would you guys do that? You know me. I would be right there in line trying to do something like that. So I thought it'd be a little fun to share at least with one art highlight and fun clip with you guys. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and thank you guys for being with me tonight. If you are leaving right now, have a great night. I will see you guys all in the corner. Tomorrow is the Reset Kitchen. We're going to be doing some cuisine, some masala and naan bread, taking you guys to try different things. So come and join me as we feed your body and feed your soul with the Reset Kitchen tomorrow at 7. I also got a surprise guest on Monday with the news that is going on right now. I had to invite Jose Pereira back, right? One of our Sitco 6. I thought he might have some words to say about that, and also joined hopefully by the wonderful Bernie Flowers. So that will be Monday for Worldview. So you guys do not want to miss those interviews on Monday. No, you don't. But if you want to find out about my show, everybody, you know what you can do. You can please give me a follow, and follow me on X at Lady Hamilton AR1. You can also follow me on X, Truth Gapped and Pilled at Lady Hamilton Arts. And let's give some love. Let's give some love to our wonderful team moderators. I love them. They are truly the best. So let's give them some love and a follow, please, for all that they do. And don't forget to share, especially my promos, guys. Let's bring awareness to this show so that everyone can see your wonderful talents. All right, let's give some love to the wonderful JJRSVL. You guys can follow him on Truth X Gab Pill Getter. He's got a great Rumble channel. Our fantastic Tri-Stater. You guys can follow him on Truth and on X. He's also got a group over there on Truth Social. Our beautiful Nancy, let's give her a follow on Truth and on X. Our comical and wonderful Frosty Pimp. You guys, if you didn't see the interview last night, go check that out. He did a great job. Let's give him a wonderful follow as well on Truth and on X. And our wonderful Kim, let's give her a follow on Truth. All right, everybody. So excited to have a wonderful night with you all, and I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. If you do come with me tomorrow, don't forget to bring a snack, because I promise you will be leaving hungry. But at least I can inspire you to try to make great things from your kitchens, all chemical free. And I hope you guys join me tomorrow, because not only do we teach you great recipes, I also teach you wonderful things to feed your soul as well and to get you inspired. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. We are going to be leaving with the wonderful sounds of one of our Artist Corner family members, right? And I love this song. It just puts me in such a great mood. I love all of their songs, but I'm going to leave in a really happy, great mood tonight too. This one does it for me every single time. So it's called This One's For You. Everybody, I'll see you tomorrow, like I said, for the Sunday Reset, 7 p.m. Thank you for joining me tonight. Don't forget to hit that like, follow, and please share it out, especially my promos. Let's bring so many more people to this show so that you guys can have a huge audience when you come on the show to show off your art as well. And thank you guys. Make sure to always thank my guests for being here with me as well. Everyone have a great night. Be blessed, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Demanding, always fair, a lending hand, you always grand. I always know who's got my back. This one's for you. A certain smile, well, it reminds, of a distant time, sitting around, laughing with you. I miss you more than I thought I do. This one's for you. This one's for you, and all that you do when I look me sing it true.